Good morning and welcome to No Man's Land. I'm Pacamica, and as you can see, I'm currently collecting the stones on one of my fields. Another thing you may notice is that it's January 2nd, day of January. Even though when you do the change in the settings, it tells you that it takes effect the next season, which in this case would be March, I think, the way the calendar is set up. But just log out, save the game, quit, log back in, or start up the game again, and it's sorted, which is great. Another thing, a trick, if you don't want to collect stones from your field but you still want to have field stones in the game, paint the field dirt, or I guess maybe whatever. I guess just get rid of the grass, I think, is the takeaway there. I don't know, I just painted my field dirt, with a plot dirt, so I could see just where my logs were. Because when I cut down the smaller trees, they were sort of disappearing in the bushes and tall grass. So I first and foremost painted the edges of the plot that I bought, and then I decided just paint everything in dirt to make it easier for me to see that. And the side effect is that you don't get any fieldstone when you subsoil it or create the field there. I don't know if you get it if you create the field with a plow, because the plow kind of dig deeper. But then again, the stones that I have here, which I collected or that got up by using a subsoiler, is red on the minimap or the menus, and that is, big enough rocks. And I do get a lot of collection from this one, so it's all good, I guess. Another thing is, I think that the modder who has this, that made this tool or mod that allows you to purchase plots of lands and lease them and things like that, I think they did an update, because I was having some issues when I was playing after my recording, to sort of prepare for this recording, where my mouse pointer ended up in my other monitor when I was moving the mouse in one direction, which made turning very difficult, or navigating, the visual camera thing. Is there a non-visual camera? I don't know. You know what I mean. So that sucked. So I had to turn off the computer completely. Well, not the computer, but turn off the game. Save the game, quit the game. Not just out of the menu, but actually all the way, because out of the menu didn't solve anything, which was fine. I had to do other things anyway, step away from a bit, and then when I came back, everything was working. But I decided to look at field cost or plot cost. I don't know why. It's just, I guess, as I was collecting the logs and making money, it's like looking at, I can still buy some, maybe, if they're cheap and good. I can probably buy some other fields just to future-proof it before the prices go up, if the prices happen to be in a good spot. And the prices was in a very good spot. Usually I buy a field if it's somewhere between 55, 60,000 or so. But currently some fields are as low as 35,000, which is not a bad price for a field, considering that you get like 6 hectares of land, or was it 6.14 hectares of land? So I did go a little bit overboard. Like I said, I did make some money on selling the logs, so I figured that why not? So I believe I have all the fields that I need going forward for quite some time. My other investments now will be the sugar beet harvester, the small one. But before we continue here, let me show you what I have planned. Just gonna check on something real quick. No change. Well, this marker is here instead of in the center, so yeah, that's good. So let's look at my fields, shall we? I don't know where it shows up here. So we go here, here. So this is what I have. You saw me buy 34 and 29, but then I decided to buy 27 and 45. So now this row is connected. I can put a road up here or somewhere down here. Well, not over the bridge, but I can do something with this. I don't know exactly what to do, but this one that I'm currently picking the stones from, I figure I do corn or maybe sunflower, possibly canola on this one. This one will be the sugar beet, and I place one of those open bunker kind of things here where I dump the sugar beet. There is space in between here. I just need to clear out some trees and bushes between these two areas here. This one and this one, I'm not quite sure what to do yet, but I still have a bunch of trees here. I decided to leave them and just make it a narrow field. Maybe I can do wheat on this one to get the straw, sorry. And you know, moving forward to make feed for the total mixed rations for the cows, I would need 4 different type of food sources to make the total mixed ration. No, wait. Or is that for the pig? I don't remember. I'll look into it, what is needed to make total mixed rations. But I have a Post-it note on my edge of my monitor that is listing base food as corn and sorghum, grain is wheat, barley, protein, soybeans, canola, and sunflowers, and then root crop is potatoes or sugar beet. So this is just moving onwards towards my plan on making cakes, being self-sufficient in that. So that's cool. Missed the spot. I just wish this was wider. You know, maybe I should invest in the bigger stone picker that is kind of wider. That's a bigger internal tank. But this works. It allows me to move at a higher speed. But I do believe that this tractor is getting close to end of its work life. Basically, the way I'm using this one now, it can still pull some machinery, so I won't get rid of it, especially not that I have like 3 more fields to tend to. But what I'm mainly is using it for at this time is this stuff, the picking of stone or moving the grass to feed the sheep, things of that nature. Basically things that need the front loader attachment. But there are telehandlers that can do the same job. I've checked it out, and that is true. So I will be moving onwards to I guess I can see if I can get a bigger tractor that can have front loader attachments to them. I don't know if you can, because if you can get something that is more powerful than this that can do that, then that would be great. Because I still need it. I still have trees to cut down, I still have stones to collect, and I still have sheep to feed. So we'll be doing that. Oh, it's 100%. Did I go to the edge? Looks like I got all the way. So we are collecting a lot of stone here, making the field looks nice. We are now on 2 day a month game time, and we are just overly busy with basically everything we're doing. But I'm confident I'll get it sorted out in time for the planting in March. The silo I was talking about is, just look for the sugar beet one. There, this one. It can hold 1 million, I think. So if I place it somewhere here, somewhere around this, near this field here, and just create some auto drive path to it, then I just have maybe this one with the trailer in the back stationed in this area, or yeah, with a trailer that is connected there with a stone at the moment, and just have it collect the sugar beet from the starter harvester, and then maybe this one will be sufficient. I saw a tutorial video on how to sort that part out, how to get a forage wagon that is full, that is running on a course plate course, to auto empty at the designated this spot. Don't have a chance to try it out fully yet. I will try it out when I do the grass cutting in May, and see if I can make it work properly, or I'm missing something. If that works, then I can set up the same course over here to have that little machine that is pulling the beet harvester empty it out into a truck with a trailer, and then once the trailer is full, it emptied out in that silo, and I get, and then it's rinse and repeat, and then I can just pick it up from there later on when I am in need. Because during harvest time, I need all hands on deck, because a lot of harvesting is happening at the same time, a lot of planting is happening at the same time as well. So I'm thinking of getting a second planter and seeder, because I would need it. Of course, now when I bought all these kind of extra land plots, I'm not sure I can afford both. Well, yeah, I could. I think they're like no more than 30,000 each at the high end. And I'm creating my own seed from wheat, so I don't have to worry about that cost anymore. I need more silos, that's for certain. I don't have enough silos or enough space in the silo. Like the silo that I bought, it's half full already, and yes, it's going to get empty when I throw out the soybeans. We're selling the soybeans, but I'm also going to get more sunflowers, more corn, and I can only throw so much into the production facility. So I need another silo to hold those things. So it's good. I guess it's a good problem to have, not knowing where to store everything. It's a bad problem though when you need to harvest and you don't have any space to put your harvested stuff, because then you can't harvest. I'm sure I can sort of force dump it on the ground as a temporary measure, but it doesn't feel right to do that. So I will wait to buy any more equipment until I know I have the space for all the things that I need. I figure I'm putting another silo that will be used by the 2 new fields over there. The field 35 and 34. 20, yeah, those 2. Okay, let's just dump this in now. Almost done with this part. Then the fun part is collecting all the lime, or doing soil samples. Then lime the field and fertilize the field if needed. Not sure I need to fertilize the field because one of the machines that is used to plant or seed comes with a fertilizer option. And fertilizer is something I'm constantly low on because the fields are so large, and the precision farming mod is not exactly friendly to that. There's been an update. Maybe they got it sorted. Not sure. I just know it's kind of annoying. Okay. Still good enough? Yep. At least I can go in a straight line-ish. Sorry about that. Let's have a sip of water. Okay. I like the fact that I can do this rapid. I don't like the fact that it takes ages to break though. Let's see, can I collect this? I did an adjustment to the tool height. Yeah, looks like it's still working. Getting a lot of stone, which is great. I don't need to buy lime, I hope. But again, I'm only getting it from this field because, like I said, the trick that I used, I sort of did it by accident on the one with all the trees. And then I'm like, I wonder if that is why there was no field stones there. So I decided to do a test on the one next to the grass field, field 45 I think. Just to see if it was actually the painting of the land that made this happen. And it was. So I already collected the stones from there, which was around the edges. I mean, I could do a smaller sample if I wanted to, but at that point it's starting to get very dark. When I was working on the fields, I just wanted to get as much done as possible. But I still had to call it a night, so to speak, to move onward. On to the next day. Stones. Yeah. Not too many passes left there. Just good. Source sampling is going to be expensive. But then again, it's still cheaper to do it by yourself than just have the lab send someone over doing it for you. So, and these fields are big. They are quite big. You have to start looking into larger equipment to be able to do things at a quicker pace. It's not a small no man's land farm anymore. It's a really large production as of now. I guess maybe earlier that was the case as well, but with the addition of 3 more fields, well 4, because of the one in between here, that I'm not quite sure what to do with just yet, so I leave it be for now. But I figured a collection of making canola oil, making sunflower oil, making sugar from the sugar beets. It's all going to add the money. And now I'm wool. Okay, sorry. I'm making wool from, making fabric from wool as well. So it's all just increasing the income I make per year, which is great. I have a 1.5 ton counterweight in the back. How much is in here? 7.6, and it can hold 9, is it? No, it can hold more. It can hold 12, I think. So, yeah, no problem. I can get everything in there. There was one thing I was going to look at, but I totally forgot about. Yeah, I don't remember what it was. Or maybe it was, what's the price on beans or sugar beets? Sugar beet is 151 per 1,000 liters, while sugar is 526 per 1,000 liters. And to make sugar, where is the sugar? There, it's 2 to 1. Not sure if that is a good thing. We'll see. Lower it down a bit. Okay, just collected some, so it's in a good position to do that. Didn't collect that. It tricked me a little tricker. There. Is it better? Yeah. Still misses a few spots, but oh dude, what the hell is wrong with you? Thank you. So much stone to collect. But it turns into so much lime, which is great. I will let that do that as I am taking the soil samples. So I can now dedicate the fields a little bit more. So every year I grow the same things on the field, which is good, I think. Then it's no issues on what to do. I need more silos, that's a given though. At least one more. Possibly 2. I mean, one dedicated for the sugar beet. That's a given. And then the thing is, I only think I need to do the sugar beet like once, because that field is so big, and to make the sugar, the sugar beet will last a long time. I'm going to sell the sugar because I don't have the milk. So, but once I got, do one harvest of the sugar beet, I have the equipment needed to do more in the future if I need to, or when I need to. Just with it, like with the wheat, I have enough now to feed my chicken, to turn the rest of the wheat into seed. So I'm not too concerned with that. But I have to start moving forwards towards getting the cows. So maybe that's what I will do in 27. I will turn that into cow pastures, or I'll buy this one here, number 35, and do that, because I already have some animals over here. Not quite sure yet. It's one of those places, or one of those situations where you, the viewer's input, is very much welcome. What do you think I should do? And where do you think I should do it? Don't know if this has been the most exciting episode, seeing me going up and down here collecting stone, but it's part of the field work that needs to be done, and doing one task over and over again or throughout a video may seem repetitive, but it also allows me to just chit-chat, convey some thoughts, some information that I've gathered, things of that nature. So it may not be the most boring episode either. But I guess, then again, if my voice is grating on you, then I guess you wouldn't be watching. 2 more passes, and I believe I can fit all whatever stone is left into this here. Looks like there's an uphill battle. Let's have some coffee. That's right, I have coffee and water at my desk. I'm living the life of fluids, or is it hydration? Indeed, hydration. Yeah. Come on, you can make it. Ah yes, let's look at prices on some equipment. Why are you so slow all of a sudden? Is it more hilly over here than it was over there? Or are you just tired of doing the same menial task over and over again? Well, that's your problem then. It has to be done. We're farmers. We do farm stuff. Speaking of farm stuff, November is releasing, or Giant is releasing the premium pass, or whatever it's called, in November 15th, I think it was. The 4th DLC that is part of the year 1 pass, or the 4th DLC for the first year. We don't know what the 3rd one will be yet, but the first one was the Antonio Carrera pack and a little bit of stuff like that, and then the Kabuto and the third one, don't know yet. And then the fourth one is logging stuff with Volvo equipment, among other things, but a new map, which is nice. Really looking forward to that one. According to DJ Goham, if I understood him correctly when I was listening to him and playing, the new map allow you to build things on the map using lumber and wood and things like that, and then make full use of the new logging equipment, and that will sort of be more of a dynamic map kind of thing. I guess it's a trial run to see if dynamic map is a possibility. So I mean, it's still quite a possibility. I mean, we have a dynamic map here. So, okay, all the field stone is gone. Great. So let's dump this off in here. Dump this tractor off. Oh, not dump it off, but leave it. Park it. While this tractor here is going to do a return trip of sorts. Let's dump this in here. But yeah, you don't need to see me go back. So let's look at the market, shall we? Anything of interest here? Oh, this one maybe. Shallow cultivators, new bulk carrier. Ooh, maybe, but I need a little. This is slurry distribution. Not need that yet. This is a forage wagon that holds good amount of money or good amount of space. I could use it, but I don't have the money for it. How about a land plot? And then a tipper trailer, 45,000. Good, but it's a mod, and I had issues with a modded one, remember? So what I'm looking at is cedars. I already have this one. I only have one of these, and that's 44,000. Okay, so I can buy a second one, 6 meter width. And then we have the planter, and I have that one, so 89,000. Okay, so it's expensive then. Sorry. But what we're looking at first and foremost is basically storage space. So silo, was it this one? Potato, sugar beet. Yeah, place it somewhere around here. I clear up this area a little bit and place a sugar beet maybe there. That way it can be accessed from both sides. Turn this into sugar beet. Place this here, so that's, let's say it's 36,000, so it's half my money. And then which one is it that I have? This one. That's another half of my money. I think it's the one I have here. It looks very similar. So place one maybe somewhere around here between these two fields, in this corner maybe. Like I said, I have space on this one to make this an area. Nothing I need to worry about just yet. I know I'll definitely have the money later on. Come June, where I'm selling my soybeans. So, yeah, what I will be doing now to continue on with this here is dump this tractor off, drop the stone off. I mean, I know one thing I keep forgetting is that I can mow this grass before I do anything to it, just to collect extra grass to be sold as silage, but it's just, it's a little bit of work. It takes time to do that, so I'm just going to turn it into a field when the time is right. So I will do this. I will dump this off. I will clear out this stuff here, and I will get the soil sampler, and I will sample the soils that I have of the new fields to get an idea on what's needed there, and then I will lime it if required, and then I will fertilize it if required. So that's what I will be doing for February 1 and February 2, and then come March 1 I will start planting or seeding or whatever it is. Now, speaking of, where did I put the I think I put it over here. Somewhere. Did I? Hello. Oh, there it is. Yep. It's in here. Did I put it in? I have to move that one. Fine. Anywho, I will dump off these 8,600 liters of stone and turn it into how much? Is it 2 to 1? On the top, isn't it? No, there it is. 2,000 stone to 4,500. So, sort of. So about 16,000 liters. 20,000 liters or so. Yeah, that works. So I'll do that. And I hope I see you in the next episode. Until then, please do take care. Bye-bye.